Welcome Ramley, how my Rams super fans doing today? Today I'm going to give you a few examples on why Rams fans should still be optimistic. Let's get right into it. So honestly guys, right now I'm not super optimistic. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being we are going to win it all and 10 being there's no chance we win a Super Bowl, I'm at about a 5 right now. But that number is obviously trending in the wrong direction. But my last video on here, which you guys should watch right after you're done with this one, it was so emotional. I had such a pessimistic outlook on the rest of the Rams season. And while my sentiment hasn't deviated much from that, I thought I would come on here and play devil's advocate and give you guys a few reasons on why we should still keep hope alive. Really quickly guys, before we get into why the Rams fans should not give up on the season already, since this is our bye week, I wanted to do a question and answer video next. So please guys, drop any questions you might have in the comments below, whether it's Rams related or not. You know, it could be a personal question for me, or you know, if you're going through something and you need some life advice, ask away. Drop those questions in the comments to this video and I'll answer them all in the next one coming up in a few days. Now back to why Rams fans should still have hope. Guys, we're still 7-3 and there's about 20 other teams that would love to switch spots with us in the standings. And also, it's not about how we play in the middle of the season. It's all about getting hot at the right time right before the playoffs. The Bucs in 2020 at one point were 7-5. You can even say the only good team that they beat during that stretch was the Green Bay Packers. But they got hot at the right time, finishing the season at 11-5 with 4 straight wins going into the playoffs, and the rest was history. Now, I'm not really trying to compare us to the Bucs of last year, more so just using them as an example. Remember the 2012 Baltimore Ravens? They went 4-4 in the back half of the season. But then Joe Flacco got blazing hot when the playoffs started, ending up winning the Super Bowl MVP. I say all of that to remind you that some former Super Bowl champs hit mid-season low points, and that's okay. Being in rhythm before the playoffs start is what matters most. Also, Odell Beckham Jr. and Von Miller still haven't been acclimated to the offense and defense yet. Odell is still learning the playbook and building chemistry with Stafford, which may take a few weeks. Not only was the 49ers game the first time Von Miller played on that defensive line alongside Aaron Donald and Leonard Floyd, but it was also his first game back in 3 weeks. I expect these two players to really pay off for us towards the end of the year. And a wise man once said, "I will not lose. Even in defeat, there's a valuable lesson learned, so it evens it up for me." Jay-Z. I think there's a valuable lesson in getting embarrassed in back-to-back weeks. Actually getting embarrassed in all 3 of your losses this year. When you come in with such high expectations and you get destroyed 3 separate times, it strips away all cockiness. It erases all arrogance, gets rid of all bravado. You no longer expect to win every game. You no longer come in overconfident. Now you realize you can get stomped out at any time. So you shouldn't overlook another team. You start treating every single game like your opponent is your equal. And sometimes this mindset gets lost when you're steamrolling every team. You start to get a little confident and maybe you don't train as hard this week. You know, you might skip a film study. Maybe you go out late the day before the game. After a few losses like the ones we experienced, everything gets put into perspective. You better be on your A game every game or the whole season will be a waste. Now guys, I do think if these 2 bad losses occurred maybe 2 or 3 games apart from each other, we wouldn't all be freaking out. And when it happens in back-to-back primetime spots, it hurts even more. And like I said earlier, guys, I'm still 50-50 on this season, but man, I don't know. But one thing I do know is that the Rams are coming off the bye week and they have to travel to Green Bay. We will soon find out what this team is really made of. And guys, please don't forget to like this video and drop your comments on any questions that you may have for me so I can answer them all in the next video. And please hit that bell notification button so you never miss an upload. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And also guys, if you haven't seen it yet, definitely check out my recap video of the Rams and the 49ers right here.